Hello everyone and welcome back to another Figurehead Reviews video, and today we are going to finally put together the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Professor Hulk. In order to do so, you'll need the figures that we see displayed here, starting with Rescue with the torso, Rock Python with one of the arms, Shuri and Loki with the legs, Union Jack with the other arm, and then Beta Ray Bill with the two alternate heads. But enough about that, let's get this together and take a look at Professor Hulk. Alright, so we got the legs, and the other leg. And I did actually heat these up a little bit. That's kind of one reason why they're going in so much easier. And maybe I should have heated up the arm. Alright, and the other arm. And we'll go with the slightly smirking head. And here is the Endgame Hulk finally put together, and I gotta say I'm a bit disappointed that they went with this time heist version of Hulk, because we only see him briefly like this, and it's kind of weird to pose him in action poses when he's got this smirk or the neutral face, because he doesn't fight anything in this. He doesn't appear in the final battle scene wearing, this sort of ripped pants and such, so I'm not thrilled that they went with this variation on it, but oh well. I will say, though, quite a tall figure. When standing straight up, he is 8.5 inches tall, which makes him 21.5 centimeters, and we do get the alternate head sculpt, which is a neutral face, and then we have the smirking face like I have on here. But because I was a bit disappointed with the design choice, for the first time ever, I went on eBay and found some soft goods that actually has the hoodie and pants, so I'm going to go ahead and put those on real quick. And this looks a lot better. So I'm glad that there were options out there. I'm a little disappointed that there were third-party options that I had to get to make this a version of Hulk that makes more sense. I think of all the different outfits that Hulk wore in Endgame, the one that Hasbro chose for the Build-A-Figure was the one that made the least amount of sense, because it was the one he appeared in the least amount of time, and he didn't really do anything other than being knocked out by the Ancient One. So I think having this outfit here will go nicely with the time heist suits, the nano suits, and I'll probably use the Ant-Man one, so kind of the scene when they turn Ant-Man into the baby and the old man and stuff. I think that'll be my recreation. So, but of course, we're not here to talk about this outfit. We are here to talk about the Build-A-Figure Hulk. So let me go ahead and get this outfit back off, and then we're going to get a better look at those head sculpts and the rest of Hulk. And here is Hulk up close with the standard MCU, just completely emotionless head sculpt. So we get just a very plain look, but we get a really good likeness to Mark Ruffalo and how it looked in the movie. And I was just kind of hoping that, given that the character was so CG, maybe we would have had a bigger range of emotion and expression. And we'll show the other head sculpt. We get a little bit of a smirk out of it, but it's not much. But we see a very well done head sculpt with some subtle shading there, like around the lips, to kind of give the illusion of some facial hair. And you get some of that subtle gray throughout, and of course we get the more gray there on the side of the head, so it looks really good. Now switching over to the other head sculpt, and we can see what I was talking about with the smirk that we get, kind of like the Paul Rudd one there. Now look at the eyes here. When you get up close, they look kind of weird and sort of dead inside there, but as you move it back a little bit more, you can see a little bit more detail and definition there. But when you're up close, those eyes look really weird. But again, we see that subtle shading around the mouth, and then of course the gray in the hair, so it looks really good. Looking at the rest of the body, we get that real subtle, well, I guess it's not so subtle, but we get the paint there showing just the hairy chest and the stomach, and really good sculpt work though, just a lot of definition to all the different muscles. And something that's really neat is, if you get up really close here, this plastic that they used actually has kind of a skin texture to it, which is something really unique that we haven't seen with any shirtless figures, and I think that's kind of cool. And it even extends like on the back and stuff, so it's almost like you can see all of his pores and stuff. I think that is really interesting that they did that. And then going down with the pants, pretty standard ripped pants. And again, I'm just not thrilled that we got this ripped pants shirtless Hulk when he was so much more calm and, not a raging lunatic in the movie. Now, looking at the articulation, so you have a head that can turn side to side. It can look down a little bit, and can't really look up much, so not a ton of head articulation there. You have arms that can come up to not too shabby, but could be better. You get full rotation. You do have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, and then of course you do have a swivel and hinge there at the wrists. We do have this diaphragm joint that we can actually go back quite a ways. You get a little bit of a gap, but going forward, not a ton. And I'm kind of digging into the plastic there. I can feel it. Does have waist rotation, legs that can actually come apart quite far. He can kick forward, not much there. Backwards, not much at all. A upper thigh cut, double jointed knee, but I noticed this one was a little stiff, but it still works. And then you do have a hinge and ankle pivot. And that is going to do it for this review, everyone. And I decided to put Hulk back in that eBay outfit that I managed to find, and he's definitely going to be displayed with this. And then I grabbed the taco from the Juggernaut Wave Deadpool so that we could have him handing a taco to Paul Rudd. And yes, I know this technically is the wrong outfit to have on for that, but whatever, small details. But I did want to say thank you for stopping by and watching my video. I know these were kind of short and sweet, especially this one. I left out things like the fact that he doesn't have any paint on his fingernails. I totally forgot about it when I was recording that last segment. But I just wanted to get these guys up because, yeah, it's a bit of an older wave. At this point, I think I'm like 8 months behind the guys that got their reviews out ahead of me. But I still wanted to get it out nonetheless. So I do appreciate you stopping by and watching the video. Make sure to like this video if you liked it. Subscribe for more content just like this. And also, the subscriptions really help inspire me to keep this channel going. Try to get as much content out there as I can. So please subscribe if you do like this content. It really does help motivate me. But as always, thanks for coming by and watching my video, and have a great day.